Start. Swana, you may rock the stage.
So, good evening. This is Suhana here in front of you all. And today we are going to discuss about the importance of good English and communication skills. And we are going to discuss here group discussions. Everybody will give their opinions in the importance of good English and communication skills. So, I reckon that English is most important in nowadays because nowadays the people are very modern and whenever like you go to give your interview to the interviewer, like you must speak English with him or her in front of, and like and communication skills, and everybody says that first impression is the last impression. So like like suppose if we are like speaking English, so we must express our expressions also, so that um, so that the person who is sitting in front of you, they can easily like even they also attract to ourselves, like and like they are thing.
So now I would like to tell the importance of good English. So as we all know that there are so many volunteers who come in India. So like if we want to communicate with them, so we can easily talk. We don't have to ask like what is she saying or what I have to say. So in that case also it is good.
Like, I would like to add my one point here. English is we improve day by day English because English is most important nowadays. Because when we talk to some other volunteers out like foreign countries, there must be our trade also increase. Like when we talk to like friendly manner, so their English also like important there, give the importance there. So English is good in that time. And now like before time there is no in YouTube there is no availability of mic and other things, like we just type on that. So if you learn English, you can easily type. Sometimes like in Google like can't understand our like words or language. So we have to learn English in that time so that we can type here. So that my point here that English is the most important.
And in my opinion, I think English has become a very common language nowadays. And now we are like so much connected with abroad in exporting things or importing all the things and like making friends with them or talking to them how their culture is there. And so many people like have the business over there or they are doing a job in in out of India. So English has become a very common language, and everyone should have like second languages. Like Hindi, we all learn, we speak throughout the day, like wherever we go. But there should be a second language that we can speak to others and we can express if we don't like if the person is not understanding. And I think everywhere English is a very common language and they can understand English very easily nowadays. And everyone is like preferring the English first priority. So I think English is very important for everyone.
I also raise one point here that if we that is not compulsory for we are going to abroad. It is compulsory in our country also. If we getting a job or new colleges or an entrance training, there also must English is also must there. And if we are not speaking English nowadays, people think that people are not able to speak English and he or she is not stand anywhere. So as per my opinion, that English is most important in our country also as well as abroad country.
But sometimes when I speak in English, I thought we forget our culture because our mother tongue is Hindi. So we must speak in Hindi. When we speak in Hindi, in abroad or in some volunteers, that time we feel proud, like we are Indians. So sometimes I think that we forget our culture. So there is also negative points, like we forget our culture.
I would like to add one point in this. Nowadays, so many students are there in their schools. It is mandatory to speak in English, and they are not able to get the word in Hindi. Like whatever you see in front of them, what is the meaning of this? Or they start like Google searching it. What is the meaning? In homes also they talk in English. Their parents speak English with them. Like their English is nice. I will appreciate for that. But on the other hand, they are living in India, and in India, Hindi you should know because you are living in that country and you are born here. You have got so many things from India. You are living in India. Your parents are born in India, and so many other things are also there in India. So you should prefer Hindi as well. If nowadays even children are not taking Hindi as a very good language. Like in 9th to 10th, they are having a choice. Choose French, Spanish or Sanskrit. They every time they choose Spanish, French or Germany. They don't prefer Hindi. Like they don't even know how to write Hindi or their names in Hindi. They prefer to write in English and even communicate with English. And sometimes when they go out and when they speak English, and in India if someone is not known to English, they feel so they feel in our country only we are not getting the language that people are speaking. They should speak Hindi because they are making the other people to feel lower than them.
But I think that in India, most people know their mother tongue, which is Hindi, and I think that there are so many schools which are in Hindi medium schools, even they don't know how to spell in English, how to what is the meaning of in English, and even suppose if there are any lecturer or whatever in their school they come, even they are just hesitating how can we ask them because they think that even we don't know English, so they are very shameless because they are just they're just blaming themselves. Oh, we don't know English because in government schools, the teachers are they are not taking initiative of the papers. They are just even they don't bother about their students. Should we teach them English or not? And nowadays, as Shani was saying, that English is more important in India.
In India there are a lot of cultures. There some children said Haryanvi and other Bhojpuri language. They don't say the proper Hindi because in proper Hindi we have there are very difficult words there. So that time children are very difficult that we don't choose Hindi, we choose English. But in a side, parents also said that children you should good morning, that those who are from your your elders say good morning, good afternoon. They don't say do namaste because they sometimes they feel shame that we said namaste or they feel the awkward. So now time I also now time we also feel that now people forget the Indian culture. They totally ignore the Hindi. They just they said the children or they force the children that you learn English. So at their back point we also forget our culture.
But in India, everybody has their own culture. If we are talking about Punjabi, Bengali, and Bihari, even they don't know how to speak Hindi much better. And in Punjabi, the people are calling Sasriyakal, even they don't say good morning, namaste. So everybody has their culture. So why they should forget their culture? And if we are talking about the English is most important in India, so it is most important than if the people are speaking in front of us English. So at that time we are feeling regret or we don't know English. So at that time we should know and learn English because we have to face so many people in our life and we have to face so many situations as well also. And in India I saw so many students even they don't know to study in India. They think that if we are studying in India so there is no benefit we will not earn very well. And they go to abroad for earning the money. And when they go abroad, they have to learn English because in abroad, English is most important and they have to speak. In abroad, Hindi is, even they don't bother about Hindi. And they just say, I have seen one video. There's a video, one Britisher, he was just shaming and saying that even you don't know English, you are just Indian people who are very terrorist. So you should go from here, you are terrorist, you will come in our country, like you are just banish all the things in our country. So they are just insulting all the people who are Indians, even they don't know English. So that's
So I think the people who are going to abroad for earning, they should create something in India only. Like so many people have settled in America and they have a very good mind. Like they are making their country to develop. Not like they forget they are from India, they should do something for India. If they will be in India, they can improve the quality of India, the employment and the people of poverty line who are going, they can improve this quality. And if you talk about English, I think when like now it is mandatory to be graduated. Now it is there that everyone have the right to like education. So I think when they will come and they will put up their minds, so students will be inspired. They will find their role models. They will think that yeah, we also have to go till that extent, and they will start studying. They will force their parents to send them school, not to make them to go and like do the labor work or like go on the shop and work for them. So I think we should like develop our country. We should know so many languages, not only English but so many, so that, and India is also known as a multi-talented people are grown here. So we should know everything.
so you are